There are two types of land investors in Nigeria. The first type buys land based on excitement, a good price, and a trusted recommendation. They move fast, skip steps, and hope everything works out. The second type buys land based on knowledge, verified documents, and a clear investment strategy. They move deliberately, ask hard questions, and sleep well at night. The first type fills the headlines with cautionary tales. The second type builds generational wealth quietly. My name is Esomano Charles from Bluesystem Property Dev Ltd. And in this video, I am going to give you everything you need to be the second type of investor. Whether you are buying your first plot or your 15th, this is the insider's guide that nobody in Nigerian real estate market talks about openly until now. Smart investors, know your investment goal before you buy. The very first thing every land investor must establish before looking at a single property is this: why are you buying this land? What is your goal? This question sounds simple, but the answer completely determines every decision that follows. The location you choose, the title document you require, the price range that makes sense, and the timeline you are working with. Are you buying land to hold and sell in 3 to 5 years for capital appreciation? Then you need an emerging location with strong growth indicators, not an already established area where price have already peaked. Are you buying land to develop residential or commercial property? Then proximity to infrastructure, road access, and utilities becomes critical factors. Are you buying land as a long-term legacy asset for your children? Then title security and legal clarity become your absolute priority above everything else. Every investment decision flows from your goal. Investors who skip these steps end up with the right land for someone else's objective. Define your goals first. Everything else follows. The second thing every serious investor must understand is Nigerians' land title hierarchy. Because not all title documents carry the same legal weight, the same security, or the same investment value. Let me break this down clearly. At the top, the certificate of occupancy, or the C of O. This is the gold standard of Nigerian land titles. It is issued directly by the state government and represents the highest level of legal recognition a piece of land can carry. A C of O gives you the strongest legal protection, the easiest access to bank financing, and the highest resale value. Always aim for C of O where possible. Next, the governor's consent. When land with an existing C of O is transferred from one owner to another, the new owner must obtain governor's consent to legally record the transfer. Without governor's consent, the transaction, no matter how well documented, otherwise not fully recognized under Nigerian land law. Below that, the deed of assignment. This is a legal document transferring ownership from a seller to a buyer. It is valid and important, but must be supported by a proper title at the top of the chain to carry full legal weight. At the bottom and most risky is family land or community land with no formal title. These are transactions based on relationships, verbal agreements, and informal processes. They carry the highest risk of disputes, double sales, and outright fraud. As a serious investor, you must always establish exactly where the land you are considering sits in this hierarchy and understand precisely what that means for your investment security. The third thing every serious investor must internalize is this: due diligence is not a suggestion. It is not something you do when you have time. It is the foundation of every safe, profitable land investment in Nigeria. Let me tell you a story that illustrates this perfectly. A successful professional, educated, experienced, financially disciplined, was introduced to what seemed like an exceptional land deal in a rapidly developing corridor. The price was right. The location was promising. The agent was someone he had met through a trusted mutual contact. He visited the land. He liked what he saw. He paid in full without conducting a formal search at the land registry, without engaging an independent lawyer, and without verifying the survey plan coordinates against the physical land. 18 months later, he discovered that the land had been sold to 3 different buyers simultaneously. The title document he held was a sophisticated forgery, and the agent had disappeared completely. He lost everything he had invested, and the single thing that could have protected him, a thorough due diligence process, would have cost him less than 2% of what he lost. Due diligence means conducting a search at the land registry. It means engaging your own independent property lawyer. It means verifying the survey plan with a licensed surveyor. It means confirming the land is free from government acquisition. And it means ensuring every document is authentic before a single naira changes hand. This is not a paranoia. This is professionalism. And it is what separates investors who win from investors who lose. The fourth and final principle I want to leave every investor with today is this: in Nigerian real estate, you are not just buying land, you are buying a location. And the location will determine your return far more than any other single factor. The most important question to ask about any piece of land is not how much it costs today. It is what will drive its value higher over the next 3 to 7 years. Look for proximity to major infrastructure projects, new roads, bridges, ports, and airports. Look for population movement. Where are people relocating to and why? Look for government and private sector investment signals. Where are banks, schools, hospitals, and commercial developments being built? The investor who asks these questions consistently and buys land in locations where the answers point to growth will outperform the market every single time. Now hear this. At Bluesystem Property Dev Ltd, this is exactly the analysis we conduct on every location before we make it available to our investors. We do not just sell land, we identify opportunities so that your investment is positioned for the strongest possible return from day one. Let me quickly recap the 4 things every serious investor must know before buying land in Nigeria. 1. Define your investment goal before you buy anything. 2. Understand the land title hierarchy and what it means for your security. 3. Due diligence is not optional. It is the foundation of every safe investment. 4. Buy the location, not just the land. Master these 4 principles, and you will make smarter, safer, and more profitable land investment decisions every single time. At Bluesystem Property Development Limited, we have verified, documented land available right now in Enugu, Abuja, Asaba, and Port Harcourt, all carefully selected for their investment potential and backed by our full due diligence process. Visit us at www.bluesystemproperties.com or reach us on WhatsApp at 091 6126 5029. If this video sharpened your thinking as an investor, like it, share it with someone serious about building wealth, and subscribe to Bluesystem Property Development Limited for more investor education every week. Invest smart, invest safe, invest with knowledge. Bluesystem Property Development Limited, building trust, delivering value. See you in my next video. Thank you.